What's good, y'all? Welcome back to our Washington Capitals franchise mode here on NHL 25, and we are at the 2028 NHL entry draft at the moment, and it is time to finally set ourselves up to be a playoff team for next year. Now, we're about 4 or 5 years into this thing, and we have not even been close to a playoff spot thus far, so that has got to change, and hopefully in this episode we can set ourselves up to do just that. So, if you missed the last episode, I will link it in the description. And I said at the beginning and at the end that things have got to change around here because, as I just said, we haven't made the playoffs yet, and that is a little embarrassing, not gonna lie. And it's getting a little frustrating. So I know the fans are getting impatient. I'm getting impatient. It's finally time that we make a decent amount of change for this team. So, of course, our captain, the greatest player in franchise history, Alex Ovechkin, did retire. So we're turning a new page, basically, with this franchise. We need a new identity, and to me, I think I want to acquire a new game breaker, a new superstar player. We have guys like Aginla, Matejchuk, Neiman, and Leonard, of course, Gavin McKenna, who can all become that, but I need one that is going to help us contend because I want to make the playoffs this year. Now, I was looking around at all the players in the NHL, right? Now, mainly right now we do need a defenseman, but I'm talking about a game-changing forward. Now, if you look at the forwards, obviously you got McDavid, you got Draisaitl, McKinnon, Matthews, Bedard. These guys are pretty untouchable, I would say. I don't think any of these teams would trade them. But a guy I was looking at was right here, Kirill Kaprizov. He has 7 years left, so he's pretty much locked up, just under $12 million. And right now he's right in his prime, 31 years old, 95 overall. And you take a look, I mean, he's been a great player forever. Now, he's had a bit of a couple rougher years right here, 88 and 89 points. But the Wild themselves, now you can see right here, he's capable of being that game-breaking player. He had 115 points, 55 goals just 3 years ago. In part to his recent struggles, at least for his standards, I think it has to do with the Minnesota Wild. Now, if we look at, I think I have to go to stats. I think it's at the top. Yep. If you look at the standings from last year, the Minnesota Wild finished, let's see. They were down here a bit. They were 18th place, and they were right in the middle. So let's go ahead. I haven't actually taken a look at their roster yet, but I assume it's nothing crazy if they were right near the middle there. So let's go ahead and go up to the Wild here. Minnesota, right here. So they do have Kaprizov, and they do have Faber. And then they have, wow, they actually have a good roster. I don't know why they're not contending. Maybe an off year for them. I was going to try to make a case of, like, he needs to change the scenery. And maybe that is still the case. I mean, he hasn't won yet. I mean, I don't think. Let me double check here. I don't think the Wild have won a cup in this universe. Let's see. Nope, they haven't. Have they even won the Western Conference? No, so they haven't even won the West yet. They haven't been to a conference finals. So you got to think Kirill is getting a bit frustrated over there. They've been close, and he's right in his prime right now. I think he wants to contend. Now, I mean, you could argue we're not the most realistic team that he would want to land on, but, I think in his eyes he would want to request a trade at that point. Maybe he needs to change the scenery. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to make a little realistic storyline there. But I think that's who I want to target. Right in his prime. We got him locked up. And for our cap situation right now, I mean, obviously, a lot of these guys still on either bridge deals, rookie deals. We have a lot of guys that we haven't paid yet. But if you look, kind of towards the top right there, it says extension dollars remaining, $63 million. So we have money to spend. And now you can see Connor McMichael wants to get paid $10 million. Now, I'm not saying he's not worth it. He has been very good for us, around a 70-point guy. I don't know if that's worth $10 million, but he's definitely worth getting a contract. And then Ryan Leonard as well. He wants about $8 million, which is a little much. But, I mean, he did score, 37 goals last year or something? Yeah, 37 goals. So, I can tell you right now, us getting a Kirill Kaprizov type player, it's going to give us a good problem for the future. So if you add in Kaprizov, that's 1. Then you have Aginla 2, McMichael, Niemanen 3 and 4, 5 right here, 6 with McKenna, and then 7, 8 with these guys. Now all these players that I counted are potential top 6 forwards for us, and obviously 8 players does not equal 6 players. So we're gonna be a bit crowded with the forwards, but the idea is that we get Kaprizov, and he plays on the top line like immediately. Obviously, Belchetz and Iginla are going to play like on the bottom six to start off. And then McKenna still isn't quite at a top six forward yet. He still lists as a depth forward. Now, he could jump in the offseason, but I still, especially for trying to contend, I still think I want to play him on that third line. And then maybe the year after, he can get that chance as the, on the second line. But, yeah, I'm hoping. See, I really would love if McMichael could be our third line of the future, our third line center, because at that point, he'll be a vet. You know, I mean, here he's kind of a vet 27, but in a few years, he'll really be a veteran. And he's just a bit too good right now. I know I'm going to play him in the top six this year, but I really want him to be like our veteran, like been with the team a while. Like he can be like that elite third liner. So hopefully it doesn't completely tank him. That's kind of why I don't want to pay him $10 million. I'm not going to lock him up, I don't think, but I'll give him at least a decent deal. Now, Ginla we have locked up or do we have him locked up? How many years is he? Oh, okay, so he's only 2 years at $7 million. So we gave him like a bridge deal, which I mean might come back to bite us if he wants more money. But I mean, he did have 62 points last year. It's about worth the 7 million. It's just that 90 overall that he's got already. But yeah, he's definitely got to play first line next year. You got to think. Um, it might be him and Niemanen because he's already a first liner as well. He had 56 points. It could be line. I don't know. We'll have to see how the chemistry's looking, how the lines are looking, and all that. But in order for us to look at that Kirill Kaprizov trade, we do have to enter the draft. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now, of course, we do hold I think it's the fourth overall pick. Yeah, fourth overall pick. So I don't even want this pick. We already have enough. And all the top picks right now in this draft class, they're all forwards. So you don't get a defenseman until down here at 7, and there's no guarantees. Probably a top 4. So that wouldn't even, for value purposes, you would draft one of these 4 right here, skipping over Hutchings. But yeah, I don't even want this pick. I don't need another young forward. I just need someone who's going to help change this team. So, the first person I do want to target, like I said, is Kirill Kaprizov. Now, obviously, actually, wow, I am an idiot. I didn't even see he had a no movement clause. So he actually can't even be traded. All right, so there's that. Wow, you guys were probably instantly saw that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going like cough crazy right now. I'm not feeling too well, but we're gonna keep going here. So I wonder. I'm really kind of stumped on who I could trade for now because, I mean, I know I just tried for Bedard a second ago. Um, and funny enough, he might actually be somebody that I try to target because, realistic or not, there's not a lot of options right now. I can't remember where I left off. Maybe the Islanders here. There's Jack Hughes. Oh, here we go. $8 million for 3 years, 94 overall, 27 years old. One of the cover boys on this game. So he hasn't been like that 100-point scorer quite yet, but I mean, he's still a 94. He's got full abilities. He might be the number 1 option right now. Forsberg, no movement clause. There's Demidov, but I don't know if he's quite to that level yet. I mean, he had 83 points, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could argue instead of Kaprizov, like a Brock Faber. Now, I think we probably do need a defenseman more than a forward, if I'm being completely honest. You look at our defensive core, we do have Denton Mateychuk, who's like a solidified. He's probably listed as the top 2 by now. No, he's still top 4, okay. But he's a 90 overall. Like, he's going to play on that top pair. Then after him, though, it's like nothing special. So there's that. I even could try to dump Nick Hague if I needed to. But I actually kind of want to look into this Brock Faber trade because he might be the perfect guy. I mean, 6 years left, $8.5 million. That is a steal for a 92 overall defenseman. He's already like a top 5-10 defenseman probably in the league, rating wise. So maybe he's the guy we go after instead of like a forward, or at least maybe we should try to go from first. I would think. They do want Iorio, but I don't know. I need some defensemen still. I mean, they want him, though, but he's expiring. Miroshnichenko was the guy I was looking to maybe move on from, only because we're going to have too many forwards, especially if I get another one. Because we got Belchets and Iginla coming up. Latchbuff. I mean, he might be able to... Let me see. What do I got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then McKenna. I mean, I guess he still could be there this year. He's only making $1 million. So it's just if I need to add value, though, because I don't even... So if I wanted to get Faber, I'd probably have to do like the 2 first. So I have to decide. I think Faber's the smarter move just because we have all this forward talent at least coming up. And I need another solidified top defenseman. And he's got full abilities. He's only 25. Only making 8.5. Yeah, I think I just convinced myself that I want to go for Brock Faber. So I did that. That's not even going to be close. I think even with our first next year, which is a big risk because we have not even been close to the playoffs, but I'm putting all my chips on the table for this year. Obviously, Nick Hague isn't going to add much value either, so we got to look to add something else here. What else do they want? Trethaway, Hudson. They want this Nabokov dude I can add. Forward prospect. Yeah, this is going to be hard because I can add a second. I still don't think that's... Yeah. This is going to be really hard. Okay. I mean, I can retain on Hague. This isn't... I don't even know why I'm trying this. This isn't even going to be close, but... And Hague was just the guy we got back in the Dubois trade just to get rid of his contract, so... yeah. I mean, what is even the going rate for this? I'm just going to let them pick because they're about to. So there we go. So Ottawa picked up Stortini, a sniper, 83 overall. Yeah, already a couple abilities. He looks good. And Pierre Gamache, one of them. Big 6'4", two-way center. Wow, he's already got decent face-offs. That's a good pick for them. Let me call a couple timeouts here just to give myself some time. So, is there anybody that's even, like, can come up with a trade for this pick? And what's, like, the going rate for it? Of course, no trades found. Okay. Well, I'm really at a crossroads here because I don't know. I mean, I think if I want to get a top-end player, I'd have to give up one of my guys like Iginla or Belchets. I feel like I can't get rid of Joe Iginla just because I have Tej. You know, you got to keep them together. I really don't want to get rid of Belchets because I think he's just a beast. He's already 6'5". Yeah, this is tough. This is really tough. Maybe I get rid of like a Cole Hudson. I mean, he's a young defenseman, offensive defenseman, but I mean, there's just no. Like, let me go back to the Wild here. I don't think there's really. Get the 2 first. Get that forward prospect they like. They can have Hague still. And yeah. Oh, and they're doing the same thing. So let me just take him out and add the second. It's still not even going to be close, I figure. Yeah. It's like, what could I even trade? I mean, I'd have to give up, like, a crazy package. And this is tough. Okay, I mean, I doubt Jack Hughes is going to be any easier to trade for. I mean, he's got more value. I think he's literally max value, a sliver off. So, yeah, I don't know about this. They don't want this pick either. Let's see, what do they want? Not a lot. And if I did, like, these two, I mean, it's not even... I mean, I can try a few different players. It's just not really... I mean, I can try the second. It's... Oops. I mean, I can try that too. I doubt it's gonna... Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would give the only person I'd give that crazy package to is a Connor Bedard. I mean, I know I had him in the Chicago series. Obviously, we were Chicago, and it's completely like just unrealistic as hell. Like it's not even they would never trade him ever. Like I think he would have the highest value if we're being honest. Like right now in this instant, he would have the highest value in the league. So it's like why would they even trade him? But I would give up like you can have Hudson if you want. I just don't know who I'd want to give up at forward. Um, because it'd have to be a top end guy. And I mean, we do have Neiman in the power forward already. So you could argue Belichick. I just think he's going to be so good, though. But, because what did I even. I mean, I could try, like, these B level guys, but. I mean, it's kind of Bedard. You can't really. I got to take somebody back. You can't really cheap out when you're trying to go for the highest value player ever. Like, well, not ever, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, they're not going to fall for that shit. All right, but if I really like go for this, like, is this even possible? Like, I'll give you, I guess Belchet's. I really don't want to trade him, but I mean it's Bedard, and then I'll even give you 3 firsts. I mean it is kind of Bedard. Let me just try the second first just to see where we're at. Doesn't mean that. Yeah, I don't even think this is actually possible. Yeah, there's still like hell no. The only thing is I can take him out. I mean, I could add a 4th first. This is getting, like, ridiculous, though. But, I mean, it is kind of Bedard. So where is Cole Hudson at for value? He's right here. So it'd be... I'd rather just give up a first at that point. Let me see where, like, a second is. Because... No. Yeah, so this is not even possible. Nope. Alright, well... God, this is so hard. I don't even know what to trade for. Like, do I just take a chance on, like, a young stud or something? Like a franchise player? I mean, even then, it's like, how the hell do I trade for this dude? Um, I don't even know, man. I really don't even know. I guess we looked at forwards. I said we really need a defenseman. Let's take a look at defenseman. So, McAvoy can't trade for. There is Landon DuPont. He doesn't really help us now in his value. It's crazy. Now, Quinn Hughes is a pending free agent. And you could argue to wait until the off season. Well, let me see something. So it was the Anaheim that had the last pick, right? So they picked this dude. Where does he rank compared to the pick value? Yeah, the pick is a little bit more, it looks like. So, I mean, it'd be smarter to move the pick now, but, like, do I just not use it on the big-time player and just bank on, like, a Quinn Hughes actually being a free agent? I mean, I guess you could argue, like, there's guys like this in this area, if you drop the overall down by a couple who aren't, like, as valuable. But at that, like, who do I trade for at that point? Because if we're gonna pick up Quinn Hughes, for example, then you have Hughes and Matejchuk, and you got the rest of the guys filled out. You have too much. I already have too many forwards, so I really don't know what to do with this pick. Like, and then if Quinn Hughes isn't a free agent, then it's like, well, you fucked up because you have nothing to move. So we're kind of stuck. That's the best way I can put it. I don't know what to do because. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is. I just have too many forwards is the problem. All right, instead of the like 94 plus forward, I'm gonna look for. I mean, who else was there that we could have? I mean, like I know he hasn't produced a lot. His value's still way up there though. I mean, it's a bit lower than some other people, but I mean, there's Stutzla. I mean, maybe it's just because I don't know. I mean, Jesus, negative 25. No wonder he couldn't do shit. Who else was there? Let's see. There was Panarin. No, he can't. Who else was there? Like, I could go for, like, a Demidov, who's younger, but he's not as proven. Man, like, every single new contract has a no movement clause. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, okay, well, there's a Jason Robertson who can be a free agent as well. See, like, there's guys you can try. The thing is, though, we have not had a single good free agency. Like, a single crazy free agency to be able to bank on for free agents. There is Adam Fantilli, who's up there in value, but he had a 92-point season last year. He is younger. God, Colorado still has, like, infinite forwards. Dude, there's just, like, nothing to trade for. Like, there's not that perfect... I feel like there's not that perfect trade piece. I mean, another guy, too, is Point, who I said, but he just hasn't been producing as well as you'd want. I mean, his underlying numbers, like, he's good at everything, but not, like, elite. Like, he's really fast, 95 speed, but I've seen guys with better shots. I've seen guys with better puck skills. Like, it's not... Oh, man. Because the thing is, you have to bank on Robertson and Hughes to be there, and there's a good chance they won't, because they'll get that. I mean, like I said, we haven't had a good free agency yet, so these teams seem to just be able to sign everybody. I mean, there's a Matvey Michkov who might be an RFA. He might be on the trade block. It's just like, I don't even know what to do with this pick. I don't want the prospect, because it's not going to help me. I mean, Cole Eiserman did just score 63 goals. That is, like, he has a shitty zone ability, because we don't have injuries on, but it doesn't seem to matter. He doesn't even have, like, he just has close quarters. I guess beauty backhand if you want. He doesn't have any, like, goal-scoring X factors like Snipe or 1T. Like, and this dude scores 6. I don't know what I think I said this last episode. Anytime I see somebody make him, he just goes crazy, and I don't get what is making him go. I mean, 99 accuracy is probably why, and 99 awareness. But I mean, this dude has like no value for where he should be. He scored 63 goals. He they signed for 3 just 5. Like, dude, this is insane value. Maybe this is the guy. That fourth pick, I don't think that'll do it just straight up. I think this could be something. If he can do that again, like if he can be like a 50 goal scorer, that shit will literally be perfect. Haig with him, no. I feel like this isn't even like fair. Like, this trade is so shitty. I'll give them I might have to throw in Miroshnichenko just because. Let me see. He did play really good though for third line. He had 46 points, but I don't have a spot for him in a few years. Lachivov could be like our bottom 6 guy. I need some two-way guys eventually. I don't have a lot of them. I mean, let me just throw him in here to see if they take that. Okay, let me add another pick maybe. At least they're not like just instantly accepting the first trade I sent. How about like the third? No. Okay. Second rounder, no. Second and the third? No. How about 2 seconds? quite close to fair value. Okay, how about a second and a third? And I'll retain half on Haig. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird trade because I wanted to get like an established star, but I mean, 63 goals. I would think he is about that at this point. So that really, I just really shot myself in the foot not realizing that it was, what was it called? No movement clause for Kaprizov and pretty much everyone in the league, I guess. So, um, I'm kind of stuck with what I want to actually trade now because I'm glad to kind of fight me on it though because I feel like he's kind of lower value than what he should be. I don't even know. Well, how many forwards do I have? 1, 2, 3. I'm trading 4 forwards as well. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, Lachapov is replaceable. I need some depth. I did say I need two-way guys, and these guys are both offensive, so I can just move them out to get some defensive forwards in free agency or something. And, okay, now they think they stole from me, so that's great. But, yeah, I'm still happy with that. We pick up Cole Eiserman. I hope it works out. I mean, he's on a good contract regardless, but if he drops down to like 30 goals, I'll be pissed, because it's like, what the fuck? But his projection has got to be crazy. Third year in the league, second full year, and he's got 63 goals. Like, I think he's got to be, uh, yeah. I mean, like I said, his projection is not, should not even be that low. But there's that trade. So we have we have two 90 overall forwards now, and we have a 90 overall defenseman. I'm still hoping that Robo and Quinn Hughes get in free agency, and we can just go for it all. We'll just have just an absolutely loaded forward group, like not even fair. And then the defense will actually be solidified if we can get. That's the main one though, Hughes. That's what I really need. So now we have a 7th round pick that we can just pick, I guess. Now let's see who the Islanders did pick with that pick. Oh, they went with they did his high top 6. I mean, he still can become elite, but yeah, not the right guy to pick there, as Boris Denisov was right there, and Devereaux was elite as well. So not the best pick by the Islanders, but maybe he'll just become an elite anyway. Is there anybody that I can steal? 3 bars low elite. Colin Myers, let's take a shot. And he's low top 6, so yeah. Alright, so we ended up moving. It's an uneventful draft for us for picks, but we did pick up Cole Eiserman. Not exactly the guy I was looking to get, I'll say. I really hope it works out, because otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot. But I mean, like I said, we're not going to use that 4th overall pick, really. We already have enough forwards, prospects, and then Haig we didn't need. Kind of sucked to get rid of a couple young forwards, but like I said, we do need some defensive forwards, so it's not the end of the world. If Michael did drop down a little bit, but he still wants a. I mean, we have the money. The money's not the problem. It's just that in the future we're going to play him. So I think I want to do a bridge. Like, I'll do a 2-year, like 10.5 million if you want. Okay, he wants like 11. Or he just wants a shit ton. Alright, so if we do 6 years. Now, how far down can I go? Okay, now this is a bit more reasonable. If I can get him like 8 mil, 6 years, the no movement clause is like ridiculous though. So no clause compared to no movement clause. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to try. I don't think he's going to even be close to. Yeah, he's definitely not accepting that. Okay. I'm going to try 8 mil to start, and then we'll see what he says to that. I think that's more than fair for what he's worth. It's just that in the future, I don't know exactly where I'm going to play him. And then Leonard did drop a good amount, so that's good. I think 3 years is honestly pretty perfect for him. So I'll do 3 years, And this is like a steal for us right now. I don't know if he'll do that, but 5.5 we can start off for a starting offer. I'll take that. Iorio needs a new contract. He can be like a bottom pair defenseman for us. Like a 2.5. I wouldn't. Oh wow, he shot way down there. All right, like a 2.6. I mean, that's fine with me. And Whistle Dubé, not worried about these guys. Borgstrom. I mean, some of these guys play in the AHL. If they want like a two-way, I'll give it to them real quick. I'll just give you 2 years, so I don't have to sign you every year. Sutter, same thing. He accepts Borgstrom. These guys can just be AHL guys. And Whistle. There you go. And then, there you go. And Dubé. Just some guys to fill out the AHL is fine with me. And then, Cal Clutterbuck, my cat whale last year. Don't need him necessarily. Daxton Rudolph is on UFA. Hasn't really developed too much, which kind of sucks, but he's not like my top of the list for prospects. So, and we have a lot of young defensemen at least, so that's good. None of these guys I'm going to give their entry level yet. Goalies, I mean, I guess I can just sign the 2 AHL guys just to have them. So there's that. I don't really need Corpusalo because I'm going to look for a better backup going into next year. So let's advance a day and see what some of our guys say. I have to reject. I won't resign because the trade protection I'd be getting doesn't meet my needs. Okay. So is that because I took away his no movement clause? And then he needs a bit more money. Okay. So Leonard shouldn't be too hard because he's... I gotta do 5.75. Let's negotiate with him a little bit. McMichael, though, I worry just because... Well, let me see. What did I do? 8.5 for him last? Or I think it was 8. So I'm gonna try 8.5. Let me advance. Okay, now he's saying dollar value, and so was Leonard. Okay. Alright, so... What was it? I think I had it at 7.5 last time, so we'll go 6 for him. And then McMichael, we're gonna go with, I think we're up to like 8.7 now. I think I did 8.5. I usually do like 250,000 increases. He rejects. Okay, they're both really wanting to get paid. Which I don't blame them, but... So, 6.25. And I think we're up to 9 with him at this point. So, I mean, he's worth it. Definitely. Right now, especially. But it's just... I mean, at least we wouldn't have the clause. That's just a lot of money. Because I don't know where he's gonna play for the future. I mean, 69 points isn't like I'm not going crazy over that. I kind of want to just pay him just for like 2 years, and then we'll decide from there. So I'll literally just give you I mean, we have so much cap space right now. I will give you like so much money. God, he just does not. Like 3 years, I guess. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I can just give him, like, he can be one of the highest paid players, I guess. Because I don't have any reason to trade him this year, next year. At this point, it's good. Because if we try to sign, I mean, because who do we have to sign next year, though? Yeah, Neiman and Parashak. So, yeah, that wouldn't work because we need the money to sign these guys. So that's not going to work. I mean, can I do like this and then something like that, and then if I burn it down, like I can only trade with certain teams. 8.5. Let me try something like that. Let me see what that does. Uh, not that bad. Okay, and Leonard does accept, so we got him at 6-2. 625 that is. McMichael though is gonna be tough, and we only have like another day or two, and he's a UFA, so we gotta really we have like 2 more chances to really give him what he wants. So I really can't do the the no movement clause completely because we need to be able to move him if we need to because just of where he could play. So at that point, it's like you're back up to like the 9 million range. I mean, he is worth it now. So as long as he doesn't drop crazy, it's still a movable contract, even if he's like an 87, I would think. Uh, it is a lot of money though. Yeah, if you drop him any years, he just freaks out. Oh, all right. All right, I'll try 9. I'll try 9. I have to reject because the trade protection isn't. Dude, like you got to meet me in the middle a little bit. I can't not like I can't give you the no movement because what if I literally did a 1 year like $20 million? Is that what I'm gonna have to do? Like just make like you can't not accept this pretty much. Now I'll give you the no movement. It's not like I'm gonna be able to move you at this ridiculous contract. This might be the way to go for us because we just need another year to decide what we're gonna do with him for the years to come. I just want to make sure that shit is all the way up there. Like 1 year, 16 million. I know this is like ridiculous, but because I really don't want to pay him $9 million. Like I don't, and it's not because he's not worth it. It's just because he might be playing third line center for us down the road. If you got the Aginlas, you got McKenna. Now we have Iserman, and then you also have Belchet. You have Niemanen. You have if we sign Robertson, if he's even available. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at that while we have a second. Vancouver, did they sign Quinn Hughes? Uh, where the hell is Quinn Hughes? Am I an idiot? Okay, he's not even. What? Is he not on the Canucks? Hold on a second. Didn't we just see him? And he's not even on the roster. That's the weird. Okay, he is not signed. So, oh, you know why? Because it's about to be free agency, probably. So, he did not sign, which is a good sign. Didn't mean to double up there, but. And then you look at Dallas. Robertson is there, though. So that kind of changes things a little bit because if I... Can I still go to pending free agents? I can. Uh... Okay, where is Quinn Hughes at? Because he's not even here either. Is he like... Oh, don't tell me he's about to sign. Because look at this free agency, man. Like, Thomas Chabot is going to be the best. Like, really? Alright. Well, I still can't give you the no movement clause because that is ridiculous. Like, I have to be able to... I have to give myself some freedom. But... Uh... Oh, man, I don't know what to do. Do I lock him up for 6 years at 9.5 million? I mean, if we're not going to get that, if Iserman's going to be our game-breaking forward that we acquire, I don't know, I'm realizing is that we don't have a true playmaker. I mean, McKenna is there for the future, but for that top line right now, uh, does Iginla favor? I mean, he does have more assists. He's more of a playmaker, so there's that. It's not his archetype, but I mean, it's. Oh man, I don't. This is really tough. All right, I think I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna have a bunch of cap space for this year anyway. I'm gonna give him the 1 year deal for like a ridiculous amount. I'll give him like $17 million. It doesn't make a lot of sense, especially realistically, but I really don't know what I want to do with him. So I'm gonna do that. We were probably gonna have to get a cap whale anyway because even if we were able to go for Quinn Hughes, who I don't even know is going to be there at this point because he's not showing up in the free agency, he's not showing up in the Canucks, so I don't know what they're doing. Even if we sign him, we're going to have like $30 million. So, yeah. So let's do that. Let me make sure I don't have anybody else to resign. McMichael and then these idiots. Nope. All right. And well, yeah, I'm sure you accepted that shit. All right. So the big question is Quinn Hughes in free agency? He is. Whew. He wants $17 million. Holy. Now, his organizational interest in us is not very high. But I feel like we have. I mean, that is ridiculous. Jesus. And a no move clause. Team's interest in Tampa Bay. I mean, he is a 96 overall. He is ridiculously good. Speaking of cover boys, as I mentioned earlier with Jack Hughes. Um, I mean, if we're still looking at a forward, funny enough, I do need a playmaker. There's Shootin, who might be on the trade block for Philly, but looks like they actually did sign Michkov. 17. I mean, that's not even like what we would pay him because I guess it's just organization is not up there. I mean, we'd be looking at offering him $18 million, which is hilarious. Just an hilarious amount. I look at the. Oh my god, look at this. He would take up 17% of our salary cap. That is so crazy. I don't think I've ever signed a player for that amount of money. If we look at the highest paid players in the league, let's just take a look at this. The highest paid player. That is hilarious. Okay, well, we would have McMichael for a year. But the actual highest paid player right now is Leon Draisaitl at $14 million. So Quinn Hughes would be making $4 million more than the highest paid player. That is so crazy. Like Connor McDavid, I mean, granted he signed his contract a while ago. At this point, the best player in the world is making under $11.5 million. Austin Matthews, $12 million. McKinnon, $12 million. Bakar, the other best defenseman, making $12.5 million. Quinn Hughes wants $18 million. Whew. My God, that is. Well, first, before I even look into that, let's take a look at Philadelphia because do they have that dude on the trade block? They do. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be possible to trade for him necessarily, but... And I mean, you talk about, like, what do I even trade him for? I mean, see, that might have to be like a Belchet's because it's a franchise dude. As much as I would love to keep Belchet's, I understand. Now, if I knew I was signing Quinn Hughes, that would make Cole Hudson more expendable. They do want Daxton Rudolph, who I don't care. Like, I can move on from him. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be close yet. And then if I give them my first round pick for this year, okay, second round pick. I mean, none of this is going to be close, I doubt. Oops. Even if I did second and third. Um, yeah, I mean, this is a franchise. I don't know why I'm dicking around with this. So, I'll give you two first. I mean, it's literally a 94 overall franchise at, what, 21 years old? Yeah, he's not necessarily proven to be that elite player yet, but you just his projection is like insane. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt them for not accepting these kind of shitty offers. All right, instead of Rudolph, I'll offer Hudson. I doubt it changes a lot, but over the cap, Jesus, they don't even have. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so they have $2 million in cap space right now, and their 94 overall franchise player is a restricted free agent. Now he does want 12 million, which is like dumb because he hasn't earned that at all. He's put up 60 points. Uh, Now, okay, so if I keep it under 12.65, it's only the first, second, third, and first, which is more than worth that. Um, they literally don't have the money to sign him. Like, they just don't. They have, like, I could lock, dude. If I, like, okay, they can't match this, can they? They literally cannot match this. They have no cap space at all. Okay, and wasn't Michkov a free agent, like a pending free agent? Now Michkov is a beast. Like, I don't blame them. Oh my god, what are they doing? Listen, dude, he hasn't even broke out. Why? You know you would have $2 million if you signed him, and you have a franchise player that you're leaving open. Like, what kind of okay? Like, guys, what are we doing with this? Come on. You have a franchise player that you are don't have the money to sign, but you have guys like Troy Terry, Confer, and Steinheim. And no disrespect to them, but like, move on from these guys if you need to sign him. I don't understand what you're doing. Like, why are we favoring these middle six veterans over? Okay, so they literally, I mean, unless they make a drastic move in the next few days, I literally can just steal him from them because they don't have the cap space. Now, obviously, they'd get a first, second, third, and a first, but that is more than worth it for this dude. Uh, the only thing is he does not. Like, look at his contract. He does not want to sign for that. Uh, Now, I could give him a no movement clause that doesn't even kick in until year 5. And then I just have to keep it. So this is actually not as... I mean, we could just do the 1-year deal. That's what he wants. So... And then we can just go down... Whoops. What is 2 years? Okay, he still wants 3 years, still up there. 4 years, we're starting to dip. Okay, so 4 years seems to be kind of the sweet spot. If I give him like, what's the max I can give him? 12.65. That's like, all right. Let me go back to him. Philly is so dumb, dude. Like that pissed me off how dumb they are. Uh, I think he would accept that, right? I mean, I can go up to this. Maybe I'll just do 3 years, just to really play it safe. And then we'll do 12.5. Now, granted, he hasn't necessarily earned that contract yet, considering his uh his production. But I mean, if I have a 94 overall playmaker, Cole Eiserman who just scored 60 goals, and like a TJ Ginla, and Neiman, I mean, we're gonna be loaded on forward if we can get him. So I'm gonna offer him this. I don't have the what? I don't have the draft picks. Do I really not have my own picks for that? Oh, I have Vegas' third this year. Okay, well, where the fuck is my third then? Is it with Vegas? No. All right. Well, let's go find my third round pick for real quick. I didn't know I didn't have it. I couldn't even tell you what trade this was from. Let me see. Nope. Here we go. New York Rangers. And guess what? You guys can have Vegas as third. How about that? Easy swap. Thanks. All right. So, dude, what are they? I just don't get. I just don't get it. Like, you guys. This is teach them a lesson. Never do some bullshit like this again. This year's first 3 rounds of picks, next year's first round pick. For a franchise player, that is well worth it. It is risky, 2 first round picks, and we haven't sniffed the playoffs, but I think if we don't make the playoffs, or at least be close with this team, at least this outlook. Now, Quinn Hughes. I literally can't give him, like, I mean, I can do, like, I can't do 2 years because I got to sign all those guys. But if I do 1 year and then do like do the McMichael method, we're gonna pay all these guys. I'll give him the max contract basically. Now again, he's not necessarily interested in us, and it doesn't really change 7 year. I mean, this would just be ridiculous. Like, not even we're just really just arcade mode right now, but because he would be 20 and then Shooting would be 12, so that'd be 32. So we'd still have $6 million. I can get like a backup goalie and some debt. Let me look at what kind of like depth for. Do we have any like two-way guys? Dylan Strom's back. There's like Geeky, Delandria. Oh yeah, there's like a ton of guys I can sign right here. Uh, oh yeah, Wember, Joseph, Danton Heinen. Yeah, so there's guys that are pretty cheap that I can sign. I mean, this would be like this would be like the 2002 Red Wings just signing these guys, and this would be like no cap space. Like, this would be the closest thing we can do to that. Fuck it, I'm gonna go all out. I really just am gonna spend all my money here. So let me go 1 year. The max contract, basically 20 point. Dude, I've never, besides a cap whale, I've never paid somebody this amount of money. He's gonna he's gonna have 20% of our cap space for a year, and then hopefully I can sign him for cheaper. That's kind of the whole point. But yeah, fuck it. Let's just offer him 1 year for that. That is what I'm gonna go for. If I can somehow swing this, this would be ridiculous. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna. I think we just have to see what happens here. So here we go. Uh, third and a fourth, and Cam Allen for a second and third. I would Yeah, absolutely. Move up for Cam Allen, absolutely. Oh wait, shit. Shit. I'm an idiot. Fuck, I just traded my fucking picks that I need. Right? Oh wait. No, I didn't. Right? 2029, 2029, 2029. I traded a next year's third? What did I just trade to them? It looks like I have my picks that I need. I gave him a fourth from this year and a... Oh, perfect. Okay, well, good thing I didn't fuck that up. Alright, no more bullshit trades right now. We have important business. I was like, okay, Quinn Hughes does accept that, which is huge. And I've said accept your offer right now, not done deal yet. Now, I don't think they can match, right? They don't have the money. Let me see. And there we are. Okay. Dude, that is insane. Look at this team. Oh my god. Dude, that is crazy. We just got these two players. We got these three players in this offseason. Wow. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. We went from bottom feeders to now we're legit. We are actually legit. At least this year we're gonna be insane. If we don't make the playoffs, dude, I'm gonna go crazy. This team is gonna blow up. I don't even care. But I'm actually I am so shocked right now. I'm gonna leave that right here. In the next episode, we'll finish out the off season, but I want to end on my winnings right now. Quinn Hughes and a franchise playmaker shooting. We're going all out this year, man. We're gonna make the playoffs. Appreciate y'all watching this one. Like I said, I'll link the last episode in the description if you need to catch up. And I have a playlist made for all of these episodes so far. And in the next video, we will finish this off, get ready for the year 5, whatever, 2028, 2029 season. We're going to make the playoffs. We are going to make the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. But, yeah, appreciate y'all watching. And as always, you guys take care.